I'm Nick Raskulinecz, here to talk about the Fractal Axe Effects. I've been working with it for about a year now, and it's really awesome. Sounds great, it's very powerful, it's very fast, it's very touchy. I mean, it really feels like you're playing through an amp, which is, you know, for a guitar nut like myself, I've never quite had that experience with any other sort of a box. Being, you know, an engineer and basically the world of rock music and big rock guitar and you know, metal and heavy metal and stuff like that. You know, guitar is a huge part of the sound and the riffs and the melodies, and owning a good percentage of the amount of amps in the Fractal, it's pretty unbelievable to me at how next to the real thing, you know, blindfold eyes test, it's almost impossible to tell which is which. You know, and to me, that's never happened before. There's no other box out there or, you know, product or whatever out there that has ever even come close. I've been using it a few different ways. One of the main ways that I like to use it is just plug a guitar straight into it, out of the back of the Fractal into a pair of, you know, Neve Mike Priest 1073s or SSL or whatever, and just straight to tape. You know, because you can really get in there and manipulate the cabinets and the mics and the room sizes and all that stuff. Another way I like to do it is to take straight outputs out of the back into a power amp, into a couple cabinets, and mic the cabinets up. Sounds great, it's very powerful. It's by far the best sounding amp, you know, simulator, modeler technology that I've ever heard, for sure. Stephen Carpenter from the Deftones was the person who introduced me to the Fractal when we started working on the newest Deftones album. And on that particular record, there are no amps. That entire album is Fractal. Every note of guitar. The guitar player in the band wanted to be able to use the previous guitar sounds off his previous records, because we've discovered about the tone matching in the Fractal. And so we got all the masters from the previous records, and we started to match all of the tones. You know, have him play, and then, you know, play the same part in off the tape machine and line them up and let them do their squiggly little magic thing that they do, and then boom. And it was shocking at how great it sounded and how true to the original tones they sounded. So, I mean, that was the beginning of it, you know. My first experience was with the Fractal was walking into a room with a band that I had made a record with, where we used, you know, a lot of amps, and the guitar player was really known for his guitar tone. It was a massive, massive part of the sound of the band. And when I walked into the room and saw the Fractal, I didn't know what to think, because it wasn't what I was used to. You know, but once we really started to dive into it and you know, turn knobs and figure things out and lay it all out, the tones became better and became, you know, his new sound, which was, you know, was fascinating and exciting at the same time, and you know, and really interesting, you know. So that's kind of what introduced me to it, and I've been using it ever since. You know, it's made appearances in one, you know, form or another on every record I've made since then. And I think it's by far the most powerful, best sounding box out there, for sure. There's no question in my mind. If it wasn't what it is, with the quality that it is, with the, you know, level of expectations that it delivers, it wouldn't be in this room next to all those amps. Period.